Hello everyone, and welcome back to part 2 of our instructional series. In our first part, we talked about the fundamentals of handling your Henry. Today, we're gonna be talking about reloading. I'm gonna be using the Henry all-weather, chambered in 45-70 because it's easier for me to not drop these rounds because they are so big. But of course, you can load any of your side gate lever actions using this method. I'm sure that you guys are gonna appreciate it, and I'm gonna give you some tips on how to do it more effectively. Now, just jumping right into positioning, because we're using the side gate and it's similar to a shotgun, when we go for our reload, starting from the shoulder, remember reviewing all of those fundamentals of having ourselves situated well, my first step is to bring the stock into and underneath of my chin. It gives me a point of contact where I'm not having a lot of movement. Anywhere that I point my chin, the rifle will move as well, so I can keep my focus up while sweeping down towards my waistband. As you guys can see, I do have a caddy or a quiver on my belt. It's okay if you guys don't. I'm no stranger to throwing rounds in my pocket and grabbing them out of the back pocket, but this does make it a little bit easier. So again, reviewing, step 1 is being shouldered. Step 2 is position underneath our chin. And then once we're positioned underneath our chin, I'm also using this non-dominant kind of elbow area up against my midsection, so I really am seated and situated here. And then I'm immediately sweeping down to wherever my rounds are going to be held. For me right now, it's in my caddy. In that sweep, I'm just going to grab the first available round on my belt, and it's immediately going to go into my side gate, and then I'm going to hold it there with my 4 amigos that are hanging out over here, generally just the pinky and the ring finger, while I go and grab a secondary round. And I'm going to use the tip of that round to push in halfway that first round, and then we're going to situate it and hold it there again. This rifle particularly only carries 4, so we're going to load up with 4, push all the way through that last and final round, and then get back up onto the rifle, immediately putting those 3 amigos into the lever and then racking it. To unload our mag tube, we are going to unscrew the top of our mag tube, remove it fully. Be careful with this. Don't let it fall to the ground. Set it down if you can on a barrel. Try not to bend it. And then we're going to flip over our rifle, use gravity, get those remaining rounds out of our mag tube, and then we're going to put our mag tube right back in and secure it down. Now, coming from my competition shooting background, my thought is always, how can I do things as quickly and as efficiently as possible? Now, that's not always applicable with all uses of our lever actions, and it's not always wanted. But if we do want to feel like John Wayne or Annie Oakley, we do want that cool guy factor, how can we speed this thing up? Again, we're thinking about shaving off steps, and we're also thinking about how can we do this and get these steps and movements quickly done. So of course, once we're shouldered, we're immediately going to bring it into the shoulder. We're immediately going to start feeding these rounds. But that's enough of me talking about it. Let's go shoot it and maybe do like a 1 reload 1 drill and see how we fare. Now, we're gonna be doing a 1 reload 1 drill, but I do wanna make a note. Again, this is personal preference. You guys can do it however you like, but I like to leave a spent casing in the chamber when I go for my reload, because I'm gonna have to rack that lever anyways. And because my safety is this, I like to make sure that I have an empty casing in the chamber so that I can just load and then get back up, rack it, and go. So again, it's your guys' preference. That's just me, and I do that across the board with all of my lever actions just because I like the consistency. So we're consistent in our grip and our stance. We're consistent in the way that we load. That way, no matter what rifle we're shooting, everything is the same. So with no further ado, let's get into it. I'm just gonna load this up. I'm gonna put 2 rounds in it, but we are going to shoot 1 and then reload, shoot 1. And I'll do it, and then we'll do it again, and I'll talk to you guys after that, and we'll talk through it. So to start, I'm gonna put 1 in my chamber and then reload, back up. Okay, that was our demonstration of our 1 reload 1. Now we're gonna do it again. I want us to talk through it. So when we go to start, we're gonna rack it before we come up, and then we're gonna come up, go 1, and then bring it into the shoulder, sweep it down, look at the loading gate, feed all the way through, get back in, rack it, and back on. Finger off the trigger when we're done shooting. Now, another way that you guys can train your reloads without actually having to shoot a lot is doing like a shoot 1, load 2, or 3, shoot 1. So that's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna do a shoot 1, load 3, shoot 1. I'm not gonna talk you through it. I'm just gonna demo it for you guys. We, of course, are gonna be using the loading method that I showed you before, with holding it with your pinky and your ring finger on your non-dominant hand to keep those casings and those rounds pressed up against the side of the gate while getting ready to feed another one. All right, so we're gonna go Well, there you guys have it. This is how you load your Henry so we can get a little bit closer to John Wayne and Annie Oakley. But at the end of the day, the thing that matters most is getting your reps in. And while we are here at this beautiful range, I might as well get some training in as well. I've got some ammunition. I love to run my Henry. Let's get some reps in.